this webinar. For those of you that were not here yesterday, I was saying it's a new day, it's a new life. How about we feel good, right? I'm sure you guys know that song, right? It's a new day, it's a new life, we're feeling good. Here at Onpassive Gofounders, it's a new month. Happy new month to everyone. My name is Senge. I am your humble announcer for this webinar. I want to thank you for coming if you're new. I want to thank you leaders for being supportive. I want to thank you all the founders for always being here to make sure that we make this happen. And I want to let you know that you're going to be force muted going through our housekeeping rules. You're going to be force muted when this webinar starts. The reason is because when you take off time to come here and listen to us, we want to make sure that you get the information that you came here for. So we don't want any interruptions. That said, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to ask your questions, we need to be seeing you, looking at you face to face so that we can get your questions answered, and your video needs to be open, okay? And talking about questions and answers, the question and answer session is going to be after the presenter has finished giving you the information. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me. This webinar is going to be presented to you. I'm so sorry. I'm still in my party mood. I'm sorry about that. This webinar is going to be given to you by a man who has been in the business industry for more than 35 years. He has been a computer engineer for way over 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. He is retired. I call him the computer guru. He is very knowledgeable about the information he's about to give you today. And ladies and gentlemen, he's a very selfless man, a family man, a humble man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you Mr. Charles Olson.
Thank you very much, Senge, for your services to our community. We appreciate you. I see that today you're very, very happy. Happy 50th birthday, by the way. And we are glad to have you, and we need more people like you. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're calling from. You're welcome to this webinar. I hope we have a lot of guests, because I always say that we love our founders, but we love to guest more, because that just means our family size is increasing. So the way I usually start this is by making sure everybody stays muted, right? And I just did that. Next thing I do is I lock up the webinar so that we don't get a lot of disturbances and distractions. We have another one tomorrow, as a matter of fact, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those who have guests or loved ones that may miss out on this. So the webinar has been locked. And like the presenter said, my name is Charles Olson, and what I'll be doing today is talking to you about an amazing opportunity that, for my over 35 years plus of being in America, I have never seen anything that big, that exciting. So I will tell you, or introduce it to you by telling you my story. I will tell you how I got to know about it, and what are the reasons, or what were the reasons why I chose to become part of it. Hopefully you can resonate with that and make your own informed decision. So like the announcer said, I've been here for quite some time, more than 35 years. And throughout that time, I have been working like everybody else. I have had 2 jobs sometimes just to make ends meet. But for the most part, I've worked in the IT industry. Information technology, for those of you who are familiar, is a very, very broad field. But I've been fortunate enough to work in almost every discipline in that field. I've always looked at different ways to make money on the side, even though I had a fairly decent income. But 34 years ago, I stumbled upon the works of Mr. Warren Buffett. He's a very wealthy gentleman, one of the richest people on earth. And he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Excuse me. So that kind of hit me hard, and I've been always looking for ways to make money in my sleep. And while doing so, I also stumbled upon the works of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. He's well known for his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's also independently wealthy. And he impressed upon me that, yes, we do have rich people in this world, but we also have wealthy people. The rich people make a lot of money, of course, but they must work hard for their money. They trade hours for dollars. They go to work, they get paid. They don't go to work, they don't get paid. The wealthy people, on the other hand, make money passively. So they make money in their sleep. And that's what we call passive residual income. I got really, really interested in this kind of income. And about 3 years and 8 months ago, I decided to stop working for corporate America. I remember a colleague of mine said to me, Charles, you are very lucky. You should have saved up a lot of money to be retiring this early. And I told him, on the contrary, I'm retiring this early because I have just not been able to save that kind of money despite working hard for so many years. And according to Robert Einstein, you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's his definition of insanity. So I thought I was gonna get insane or just go crazy, and I said I have to do things differently. I decided to retire and got an office somewhere in Maryland in the United States. And just about a year and 8 months ago, a trusted friend of mine walked into my office and said to me, Charles, I want to talk to you about this opportunity. So just so you know, prior to retiring, I had been rigorously studying the behavioral patterns of successful people. And one of the things that they do so well is that they don't turn down an opportunity without really examining that opportunity. They have to look at it inside out. That's just what they do. I decided to develop that kind of an attitude. So when my friend came to me, I said to him, yes, I will look at this opportunity, but I just have 3 quick questions for you to answer. That's just a way for me to filter out what I'm looking for. Saves you time, saves me time. We know time is valuable. So I asked him, question number 1, this opportunity that you are bringing to me, will I be able to make money if I cannot recruit somebody? If I cannot sell to even one person, will I still make money? And of course, when I say money, I mean real money. I mean, I've been blessed enough to see money. So I want a real money. I mean, money that's good enough to give me financial independence. And I know financial independence means different things to different people. To me, it simply means making enough money to do what I want, when I want, where I want, and how I want. So when I looked up at my friend, I said to him, if I cannot recruit even one person because I am an African and I simply do not know how to recruit, am I still going to be able to make that kind of money? And he said to me, Charles, yes, you will. Plenty of it. Okay. And I said, oh, wow, that's good. Let's go to question number 2. Do I have to come out of pocket every month to pay some bill? They call it auto ship in the industry. Do I need to pay a monthly auto ship? He said to me, Charles, when this company launches, you come out of pocket one last time and that's it. I was happy with that. I was ready for question number 3. But before I tell you what question number 3 is, I just want to share with you how I came about it. I think that's so important. By the end of 2016, I knew for a fact that I would not be working anymore. So I had to coin those 2 questions I just mentioned. They worked very well, at least for some time. I had some very, very good opportunities, was making so much money, but it did not last very long. Within a year and a half to 2 years, all of them went belly up. So I had to do another thing that successful people do so well. One of the things they do is that they fail forward. That just means that if you fall down once, you get up once. If you fall down 10 times, you get up 10 times. You dust yourself. You try to figure out why is it that you failed, okay, so that you don't repeat the same mistakes. And then you move forward with experience. When I did that, I realized one thing. One thing was common with all these different companies that I was involved with. None of them had a legitimate, viable product. By legitimate, I mean legal. By viable, I mean necessary. So none of them had that. Okay, so that's for sustainability, folks. So I know a bunch of you guys here are from Nigeria. You may or may not have heard of a company called MMM. This company came around, a few people made good money, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and some people even died as a result of frustration, right? And if you go back and you look at that MMM company, they did not have a legitimate, viable product. It's that simple. And they're not alone. There are so many of them out there, so many different companies. They come in all the time. I get those calls all the time. You look at them, no legitimate, viable product. Don't have it, I don't even look at it. You can forget it. It's just a time bomb. Okay? So that became my third question. I asked my friend, this company that you're bringing to me, do they have a legitimate, viable product? He said to me, Charles, you have an IT background. You can understand these products better than me. So I went and took a look, came back to him, and I said, you know what? Pretty good. If should they succeed in what they're trying to do, yes, we're going to have an internet quake. We're going to have a shake-up of the internet. When my friend came to me, this company had been in pre-launch for about 6 to 8 months. So I told him we've got one problem. They are going to be in pre-launch much longer, at least 3 more years, maybe 4. He was disturbed. He did not like to hear that, but it was the truth. He said, Charles, why do you say that? I said, because I know what they're trying to do. I know they're using artificial intelligence, AI. Some of you may have heard that touted around. I mean, AI is big. It's a disruptive technology. And what is the disruptive technology? That kind of technology comes around every once in a while, and it'll change the way we do things. We'll have no choice. It's just like the internet, okay? AI is yet the most disruptive technology mankind has ever known. But it is very involved. It involves machine learning. You know, human beings studying machine, how it behave. It involves empirical data. It involves millions upon millions of lines of coding. So I told my friend, we're going to have to buckle up and enjoy the ride. It will take some time. But I told him this, I don't care how long it takes. I do not want to miss out on this opportunity. I had something we call FOMO, fear of missing out. So I asked him, how much is it going to cost me to be part of this company? And I was expecting him to tell me something like $10,000 or even more. Of course, I was ready with my credit card, right? In America, fortunately, we do not need cash. We just need credit card. And I had a few of them. But my friend looked up at me and said, Charles, it is only going to cost you $97. $97. And I could not believe him. I thought he was just joking. I said, are you kidding me? He said, no, this is serious. That's what it is. I said, okay, here you have it. Here's my card. Put me in. By the time we were done, it costed me $102 because it was a $5 fee for credit card handling. Okay, no problem. I told him, consider that dinner for 2. Okay? But I need you to do me a favor. I do not have 3 years or more to be monitoring this company. So call me, let me know when they're closer to launch so that I can get more involved. 8 months later, my friend called me and said, Charles, can you make yourself available in 1 week's time? The CEO is going to be talking to us. And I said, sure. 1 week later, I hop on a call with Mr. Ash Mufareh, who is the CEO of this company. For those of us who have been around for some time, we've come to know and love this guy, not only because he's going to help us make a lot of money, because I can guarantee you he will, but also, and more importantly, because of his heart. okay? His heart for mankind. There are a lot of people out there who have the brains. Mr. Mufareh has the brains too. But a lot of these people don't have the heart that he has. So that's the difference. So some of us, particularly me, resonate with him, okay? But mind you, I was listening to him for the first time. And he said, folks, we have been making a lot of progress. We are actually closer to launch. So I'm wondering, I said, am I listening to something that, am I not understanding this guy? It's just 8 months ago that I told my friend we will need some time for this thing to happen. And now he's telling us we are closer to launch. So he got my attention. Okay, I'm listening keenly. And then he said, we did hire a building in Bangalore in India, right? Bangalore is like the Silicon Valley of India. He said it's a high-rise building. We've got 2 floors in this building, and we've hired 200 engineers. These guys are working day and night to make sure that our dream is realized. So now I'm beginning to think, okay, most companies are going to have, if they're a startup company, right, they're going to have 20 to 25 engineers working. I know because I've been a few of those. I've been involved with some of those. Most of these engineers are going to be working 8, maybe 9, maybe 10 hours a day. Well, Mr. Mufareh goes to the source. For those of you who are familiar with IT, Indians are the best in the game. He goes where the best people are, the best engineers are. Of course, labor is also cheaper in India than it is in the United States, more than 10 times cheaper. He gets the best, the cream of the crop, okay, 200 of them, okay, not 20, not 25. And these guys are not working 8 or 9 or 10 hours a day. These guys are working around the clock. These guys are taking turns, okay, changing shifts to make sure this thing moves. So now I'm beginning to think, with this kind of a resource, yes, you are able to cut time frame. Yes, you are able to do in 2 years what is supposed to be done in 5 years. So I am beginning to believe, okay? Mr. Mufareh went on and said, you know, we've had some issues though. We have founding members, insiders like you and I, that have been unethical. And they've been trying to do some things that we simply are not going to tolerate. So we are coming up. We have contacted some top-notch lawyers, and we are going to be coming up with a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA for short. And when you see those NDAs, you start signing them up because it's the only way you're going to benefit from this great company. So 2 months later, he called up another meeting and said, hey guys, the NDAs are out. I went back, took a look from top to bottom, very, very lengthy document. But by the time I was done with it, by the time I was done reading that document, and guys, I am not an attorney by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, I've not been taking one legal course. However, when I was done, I knew right away that this is serious stuff. It dawned upon me that this is the time I asked my friend to get in touch with me. This is the time I need to get involved with this company. Okay, I went back, looked at everything they had done, how much time, money, energy they've put in, and I said, okay, this is it. I looked up, they had about 40,000 founding members, okay? As I'm speaking to you today is November the 2nd. Last I checked, we had over 264,000 founding members. And this was back in March. So between March and now, okay, we have over 224,000 founding members came in. But when I looked at it then, with over 40,000 founding members, I did not see a lot of Africans. I am from Africa, guys. And if you're here and you're not from Africa, don't get me wrong, I love you all. We're gonna work with you the same way. But I wanted Africans, I wanted my people to kind of enjoy this big pie also, okay? So I made myself a man on a mission. I became a man on a mission. And my mission is simple. I am gonna talk to anybody that has the ears to listen. If you take a decision one way or the other, it's on you. I have done my part, okay? So I called a few other leaders that I know. They came to my office and I said, hey guys, we are gonna have to share this word. We're gonna have to take this out massively to our people, okay? And we decided on the best way to do this. We decided on Zoom. That's why you're here today, Okay, thanks to technology, with Zoom, all you need is a smart device. It can be a phone, an iPad, a laptop, it doesn't matter. As long as you have internet access or data, as you guys call it back in Africa, you're on. Okay. Well, the company I'm talking to you about is called Onpassive. Onpassive, V as in Victor, E as in Edward. And this name was not given by chance. It's a passive opportunity. So you can come and put your little money, take a vacation. Yes, when the company launches, you will see money in your bank month in, month out. That's how passive it is. Okay. Our CEO and founder, Mr. Mufareh, that I mentioned to you a few moments ago, graduated with a master's in internet marketing and information technology. The guy has a knack for AI, artificial intelligence, the one I just mentioned to you guys. In fact, he's a guru when it comes to traffic, okay? Traffic generation. Traffic is huge. Traffic is the reason I can dream today. Traffic is the reason I can invite you all to dream with me today. So what is traffic? We're going to spend a couple minutes to talk about traffic. What is this traffic thing? Okay. Well, traffic is the single most important thing in any business. That business can be offline, it can be online, it doesn't matter. But let's start with the offline business, because most of us, we have an age, we are digital immigrants, so we are used to offline businesses. So let's just say that you have an offline business. You have a business, and it can be any business. It can be a car dealer's service, it can be a tire store, it can be a hair salon, a barber shop, whatever it is, it's a business offline. I just like to use restaurant simply because I love food and I know everybody eats. So assuming that you have a restaurant and I have a restaurant, okay? And your restaurant is in a busy shopping mall, people come in and out all the time to do stuff. My restaurant is in a back alley, it is hidden, okay? We're gonna compare traffic in these two businesses. Everything else is gonna be equal. Same kind of restaurant, same kind of food. As a matter of fact, same chef. So the food tastes identical. Your restaurant is going to make more money than mine. Why? People are going to come to this shopping mall to do their hair, to do their nail, to buy clothes, to do window shopping. Whatever it is that brings them to the shopping mall, they will get hungry eventually. They will look up, see your restaurant, they will wander into your restaurant, and the end result of that is what? Sales. My restaurant, on the other hand, what happens? People need to leave their homes deliberately to go to that restaurant. People need to know that it is there. Okay, so I get less traffic. What is traffic? Traffic simply means people coming in and out of your business. That's it. Okay, so what about online traffic? What is that? But before I go there, I just want to say this. In this day and age, in this digital day and age, if you have that business offline, you better get yourself an online presence. Otherwise, you're asking to be smoked by your competition, right? Now, the reverse is not true. You can do very well with an online business with no offline representation. Typical example, Amazon. Okay, so what am I saying in essence? I'm saying we have a lot of businesses offline, millions upon millions of them. But as many businesses as we have offline, we have more online. And all these businesses online, they thrive on traffic. They need traffic too. Without traffic, they're not going to make it. You can forget it. So what is online traffic? Clicks, guys, that's it, clicks. So if I have a business online and I call it charlesosong.com, and by the way, that's a domain name right there. And as you will see later on, Onpassive provides domain names also, domain name service, okay? But I have that business. The first thing that needs to happen is for people to come and click on it. No clicks, no sales. The more the clicks, the more the sales, right? So traffic, guys, there are individuals, businesses online. All they do is drive traffic to all those millions of businesses online. In other words, they are sending customers there. They are sending people to click. That's what we call traffic. And our CEO and founder is the best in that game. There's nobody that even comes close to what he can do. He proved himself. When he graduated, he got involved in a few different companies, drove traffic to these companies, made millions of dollars. These companies also made lots of money. Unfortunately, a bunch of them all went out of business. Why? I told you guys, no legitimate viable product is just a time bomb. So Mr. Mufareh and his family, notably his wife, they're going to sit together and say, you know what? We don't need to keep doing this. We don't need to be sending customers, people, to other people's businesses, and these businesses end up going out, leaving those people stranded, leaving us in the middle. We are going to start our own. We are going to make sure we have viable, legitimate, and viable services. We're going to have founders, you and I. We're going to drive traffic to them. They will make money. We will make money. Everybody is happy. So that's the bet of what? Onpassive. And that's why I tell you we can dream because of traffic. So just over 3 years ago, Mr. Mufareh and his close niche group, they're going to sit down and say, hey, we are starting our own. We need those viable services. What are these services that people need online every day? Okay. Well, when I said 3 years ago, I want you to think there was no COVID-19, there was no pandemic, no coronavirus, right? So just about 3 years ago, they're going to sit down and say, hey, statistics show that we have 7.7 billion people on Earth, and at any point in time, 7 million of those people are online. 7 million 3 years ago. Can you imagine what that number is today with the COVID-19? I'm pretty sure you can multiply that by 10 or more, right? But 7 million people every minute is a lot. So what are they doing? What kind of services are they looking for online? Okay, some are doing what? Online banking. I know that. I do that all the time, sometimes twice a day. And I know some of you do that too. When we do that, somebody, some company is monetizing on our services. And these guys are going to say, you know what? We can do that too. We can do it better. We have mastery of artificial intelligence. We have it at the back of our palms. We can do that better. Some people are doing e-commerce, drop shipping, email marketing. You guys know that there are people online that make 6- and 7-figure income just doing email marketing? I know that. I thought about it once upon a time. Well, these guys say, you know what? With AI at the back of our palms, we can do that too, even better. Some people online are just on Facebook, their favorite social media. Guess what? When you're on Facebook, what are you doing? You're sending texts, images, photos back and forth to friends, family, colleagues, classmates. You know what you're doing? It's called community. And these guys say, we have AI at the back of our palms. We can do community just better, right? So some people are online, they're doing what we are doing, video conferencing, right? We have video conferencing. If you look at me, you can see me, you can hear me, or both. It means you went to Zoom, you put in some ID, and there you are, okay? Zoom is not the only one. We've got Skype, we've got AnyMeeting, we've got Cisco WebEx, we've got Google Hangouts, we've got Microsoft Teams. It's a plethora of them, over 25 of them out there. Zoom, however, is still the most user-friendly. That's why it is the most popular, but not for long. You wait until Onpassive launches its webinar platform. Zoom is going to be a thing of the past. Okay, the images are clearer, it is more secure, end-to-end encrypted, it is faster, it is scalable, and above all, guess what? It is cheaper. So by the time Onpassive launches, the big players in this space like Zoom, AnyMeeting, they will know it's a new kid on the block. I can guarantee you that. Okay? Well, like I said, Zoom is still the most popular until we launch. For those of you who like statistics, prior to COVID-19, Zoom was averaging about 10 million participants every day. In April of this year, We're in November now, but in April, the same company took the statistics and found out that that number has elevated to well over 300 million participants a day. Can you guys imagine that? Imagine what it is today. Do you guys know why? All the universities, high school, middle school, elementary school, asking students to take classes virtually. Yes. Men of God, women of God, having prayer services online. I've seen virtual wake keepings, virtual weddings, okay? All kinds of stuff. The world is going virtual. And Onpassive is going to help us monetize. It's that simple. We talk about another service, virtual private network, VPN. What is VPN? It's just a fancy name for a tunnel, right? So it's a tunnel cuts across a major network such as the internet. Employers use it for security. They use it so that their employees can gain access to corporate data without fear of bad guys, without fear of hackers. Okay? So since the advent of COVID-19, of the pandemic, more and more companies have their employees working from home. So you hear more people saying, I'm telecommuting, I'm working from home. Well, if you're telecommuting, you need VPN. That's the bottom line. About 11 and a half weeks ago, the IT giant Twitter came out publicly and said, even after COVID-19, all our employees are going to have to work from home permanently. Yes. And they went further. They said, we allocate $1,000 per employee so that we can make them comfortable working from home. That means if you don't have comfortable furniture, we'll make sure you get it. If you don't have fast internet data, we will make sure you get it. How can they afford that? It's simple. They save a lot on overhead. Trust me, most people are going to take a pay cut just to work from home because they figure they save time, they save gas, they save headache, right? So it's a win-win. Guess what? 5 days later, Facebook came out and made the same announcement. And all the other companies have followed suit. It's competition. The world is going virtual. So these guys at Onpassive, they say, you know what? We have AI at the back of our palms. We can do our own VPN, even better. Okay? Faster, more secure, more scalable, and above all, guess what? Cheaper. So when Onpassive launches, you better believe that big players in this space, like Cisco Networks, they are going to know there's a new sheriff in town. You can count on that. Now let's talk about another service, search engine optimization, SEO. Now, what am I doing, guys? I'm just giving you a list of services, products. I'm going to use them interchangeably that Onpassive is putting in its arsenal, the ones that we can relate to. Search engine optimization. We have heard of search engines. We've heard of Yahoo. We've heard of Bing. We've heard of Google. In fact, Google is so important these days. We've kind of verbalized it. It's a verb now. Okay? Google it. That's it. Well, if you go to Google 1 time, 5 times, 100 times a day to search for something, it is free. If you go there to open a Gmail account, 1 account, 10 accounts, 100 accounts, it is free. You can even open a Google Voice account free. So it seems like everything in Google is free. Yet, Google is a multi-billion-dollar company. Now the question is, how do they make money? Frankly, most of us don't care. We don't know and we don't care. But today I'm going to tell you how Google makes money only because Onpassive is going to help us make money the same way. Okay? So if you go to Google to search for something, and it doesn't matter what it is, you can be searching for a car, you can be searching for a phone, but I'm just going to say you search for camera only because I do have an online store and I do advertise my cameras through Google. So let's say you go to Google and you search for a camera. What happens? A bunch of them will pop up, maybe 20. Okay? You happen to select the camera that comes from my store, because one of them is going to be from my store. I guarantee you that. You happen to click on that camera. Well, Google is charging me at the end of the month. You don't have to pay for it. They don't care. They call it pay per click. Okay. So at the end of the month, they're going to tally up all the clicks that go towards my store, and they just bill my credit card. They just charge my credit card that they have on their file. So what is the contract between myself and Google, or any company and Google? Well, they say this: you advertise your item with us or through us, and people come looking for that item, we are going to optimize our search. We're going to bring that item to the top so that they can see it first before anybody else's. That's the contract. If that item is not good enough for them to buy, none of our business. If that item is too pricey, maybe a price is high up there and they don't buy, none of our business. The contract has been met. A small businessman like myself, I can tell you that I am insignificant as far as business online, but I'm paying Google averagely $400 every month. I'm paying Microsoft averagely $600 every month. Why am I paying Microsoft? Because Bill Gates, the visionary that he is, he knows that this SEO thing is big. He bought over a company called Bing because he did not want to start up a brand new company, and he just revamped it. So I'm paying for their services, just like a lot of other people. I'm paying for this service that we're on called Zoom. I'm paying $200 every month. I'm paying domain name service. I'm paying a company called GoDaddy yearly. So these are just a few services that I'm paying online. And like I say, I am just a small business guy online. You can imagine what the big giants, the Amazons, the eBay, Walmart, all these big companies, you can imagine what they're paying Google or Yahoo. That's why these companies are multi-billion-dollar companies. And these guys at Onpassive, they say, you know what? We can have our own search engine optimizer. We have AI at the back of our palms. We can make it better. They're going to use smart AI tools. By the time you type the first character, it's going to know where you are headed. So what I'm saying is, when Onpassive launches, these players in this space, such as Google, they will find out. There's a new kid on the block. They will. Inevitable. So what am I saying, guys? I've just given you a few of the services or products that Onpassive has. We have a bunch of them, about 50 of them right now. What Onpassive is doing using artificial intelligence, they have a one-stop shop for any service that anybody think about. If you think about it, we got it. If you're a business person, small or big, and you think that you need something, we have it in one place. Huge. For those of you in IT, we'll call it single sign-on. Nobody has ever done it like that. Nobody has ever integrated all the services that I just mentioned to you. Okay? Now, a bunch of you here are founding members, right? Some of you are guests. Hopefully, you're going to be founders soon. And when you become a founder, you're going to get excited. When you get excited, the next thing that happens is you're going to tell all your friends and family that I just found this new business is great. And some of them will look at you and they will laugh at you. Some of them will even ask you, by the way, do they even have products? Okay, now here's what I want you to tell them. We have a total internet solution, or a total digital solution, or total IT solution. Same thing. Total internet solution, total IT solution, total digital solution. Same thing. Onpassive itself has its own phrase, okay, a three-worded phrase for it. Smart Business Solution, SBS. Huge. I should take you to onpassive.com after this, briefly, just to show you our ecosystem. Our ecosystem is just all those products that I've mentioned to you, okay? Onpassive.com is now public. It's still work in process, but yes, you can visit it, okay? Now, I told you earlier, you don't have to recruit to make money in this company. You don't have to even bring one soul. You don't have to pay every month. And above all, you have the best services. In this digital day and age, there is no company anywhere that I know that has better products or services than Onpassive. Now you have all these three things in one place, very, very rare to find. I doubt you can find that anywhere. What is it going to cost you to become a founding member today? And I said earlier, when my friend came to me, it was $97. Today, as I speak to you, fortunately, it is still $97, but not for long. We are soon getting into another phase called soft launch, where we're going to test out the traffic. And when that happens, the first thing that's going to happen is the price will go up from $97 to $149. So if you want to save yourself some money and you're still a guest, you're not yet a founder, get back to whoever invited you so that they can show you how to become a founder ASAP. If you're familiar with Richard Branson, the founder CEO of Virgin Atlantic Airlines, he said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you don't understand it, jump on it and then begin to understand it later. This is an amazing opportunity that a friend or a family member has invited you to. You need to jump on it. It even gets better with us because you have a 30-day refund policy. So after 30 days, you don't like it, you can ask for your money back. Great. You cannot beat that. Okay. Now you pay $97. What happens next? Financially, nothing happens next, right? I mean, you can get active. You can tell your friends, family members to come join you. Look at this. Show them what to do because you love them. You want them to make money. However, nothing comes out of your pocket anymore until launch. And when I say until launch, the next thing that should come to your head is, when is launch? Well, our CEO and founder has promised us that launch will happen by the end of 2020. So in other words, in at most 2 months, by December 31st, 2020, Onpassive will be out in the market, okay? Now, when upon launch, you will have to come out of pocket one more time. So that means with Onpassive, there are 2 times you're gonna come out of pocket. The first time is to become a founder, which as of now is $97. The second time will be upon launch when you will select a packet, right? And that package is simple. All those beautiful services that I just mentioned to you guys, the VPN, the search engine optimization, online banking, email marketing, trim URL, website builders, there are many of them. All of them will have them in one bundle. And that bundle, they haven't determined the exact price yet, but they have determined that it's going to be between $100 and $250. So it will not be less than $100. It will not be more than $250. And we're going to select that package and we'll come out with that money. And now that's going to be a monthly subscription. This is very, very important because our customers are going to be selecting the same bundle, paying that. What is happening is simple. We, the founding members, are going to be Onpassive's first customers. We are going to be a product of the products. So upon launch, even before the AI traffic start bringing in the customers, we, the founders, we're going to come in and select that bundle. And it is a monthly subscription. Very, very important. We are here because we're trying to make monthly residual income. You cannot have monthly residual income without monthly subscription. However, because we are founders, the company has pledged to pay for our monthly subscription using our profit. So we're going to pay for the first month coming in. Subsequently, Onpassive is going to pick up the tabs by paying for our subscription using our commission, right? After that, we can take the balance home. So whatever balance is left after paying for our subscription, that's what we're going to take home every month, okay? So just as a recap, upon launch, we're going to select that package somewhere between $100 and $250. We'll have 7 days to test it out, and then we're going to commit. After that, from very next month, Onpassive will pick up the tabs using our profits. Huge. Okay. Now, I said to you guys earlier before we started, you don't have to recruit to make money. You don't have to talk to anybody. Yet I know we have guests here. Some of you have been invited by your friends, some by your family members, and you might be wondering what's in it for that friend, what's in it for that family member. Well, let me just say this, and I'll use this scenario, okay, with these two different founders, and try to explain that. So founder A, because all of us are founders, okay? Founder A and founder B. Founder A has a big family like me. He finds out something like this, something that's good. He wants to bring in his friends and family, right? Because he doesn't want to share what he makes. He wants to give them the net rather than give them fish. So he tells a bunch of them, and most of them ignore him. A few of them are going to say, okay, let me check it out. For the sake of numbers, let's just say 10 of them agree to check it out. So founder A has 10 people or 10 founders that he's brought into the company. And we always say, monkey see, monkey do. Those 10 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 15 or whatever. Before you know it, founder A has 100 other founders in his team. Founder B, on the other hand, says it's a passive opportunity. I'm fine. I won't talk to anybody. He takes a vacation, no problem. And he's right. It's a passive opportunity. He's going to make money. So let me explain the difference between the two. Now, remember, guys, and I told you, Onpassive will have traffic, AI-driven traffic. That is our key, okay? Upon launch, and this is very important. Upon launch, there will be no more founders coming into Onpassive. That's over. I don't care how much money you have, right? However, the traffic is going to be driving customers and or resellers into the company, and these customers and or resellers will be positioned or placed under us, the founders. That's how we make profit. That's how we make money. That's how we make commission, right? So upon launch, the traffic is going around distributing customers and or resellers to founder A, founder B, founder C, founder D, founder E, founder F, going back around by the minute. Let's just assume that at the end of 1 month, 30 days, founder B, first of all, gets 100 customers. Well, founder A is also going to get 100 customers because we're all founders, right? The founder A has 100 under founders under him that deserve 100 customers each. And 100 times 100 to me says 10,000. So 10,000 customers on the founder A's network plus his own 100 customers, 10,100 customers founder A is going to monetize on. Founder B, on the other hand, is going to monetize on commission from 100 customers. Pretty good, okay? Considering that he's on vacation. Now, Onpassive is saying this. That's all they're saying. Listen, we are going to build your team for you. They have pledged to build every founder's team. However, if you decide to start building your team even before we launch, you're going to be rewarded, and you're going to be rewarded abundantly. It's that simple, okay? Now, let me also say this. That package I told you between $100 to $250, Onpassive has guaranteed that money lifetime. What does that mean? Upon launch, you select that package, they'll give you 7 days. 7 days to take a look at it, take a look at the products, the services that they'll be available to you. You take a look at the customers coming in and out, the commission that's jumping into your wallet, and then you decide whether or not you want to be part of this company. What if you decide to commit? What they are saying is, give us 90 days, 3 months. If you don't like what you see, you don't like the kind of money that we're paying you, call us, let us know, we will refund your money. It's that simple. Nobody does that unless they are sure of what they do, right? Earlier in the presentation, I said I was going to take you to onpassive.com, show you the ecosystem. I believe I should have it open. Let me see. Yes, I do have it open. So this is onpassive.com, and it's public info, right? You can just go there at your own time. You scroll down to the middle of the page, and you're going to see here, Onpassive, our proprietary products, okay? Most of these things, or some of these things I've talked about, but digital marketing, video conferencing, I spent some time on it. VPN, I spent a good chunk of time on it. Okay, website builder. These are all hands-free AI-driven tools. If you're a business person online, small or big, you have one of these, it's just a click of a button and everything starts rolling. Onpassive Connect Me is a suite of about 6 products. We have the webinar platform that I told you about. We also have SMS, MMS. If you use WhatsApp or Telegram, we have something even better. Email marketing, I also spent some time on it. Video chat, IP tracker, that's in itself can be a company, a standalone company, a multi-billion dollar company. So we have all these different things, right? Staff manager, domain registration, like GoDaddy, I told you guys I'm paying for that. I don't have to as soon as Onpassive launches. Staff manager, other companies like PeopleSoft, Oracle Corporation, they are going to know once we launch that there's a new kid on the block. We are simply having everything in one place. It has never happened, but it's about to revolutionize the way business is done online, guys. Now, let me say one more thing, and then we're gonna go to questions and answers, Q&A, right? Every company, every business has risk involved. Onpassive is no different. We have some risk. Our risk, fortunately, is very, very small, $97, okay? And of course, the CEO has made it easy because he promises to refund it if we don't like the business. But if you still think that $97 is too much for you, or you don't want to just come out with that kind of money, that's fine. You can wait until we launch. You can even wait 6 months, 1 year after launch, make sure everything is fine, like those big companies do. And then you can come in. You can come in as a customer and or a reseller. Either way, you will still be able to make some money. However, there's no way you're going to make the kind of money that founders make, right? All these companies out there, Google, Amazon, you can make money with them. You can just simply go out there, buy some shares, wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, sell them, and you'll make some money. The only thing is, you're not going to make millions of dollars, let alone billions, okay? The people that make the millions and the billions are the people that come in early when it is in the embryonic stage. They're the people that come in early when it is still an ideology, sounds good, looks good, they jump on it, take that little leap of faith, and by the time the world knows about it, they are on top of the game, okay? By the time the world knows about it, it's too little too late, guys. So if you're here and you want to take that $97 risk, great. I believe I've given you enough information to make an informed decision. So if you think you're satisfied and you want to be part of us, you're welcome. Get back to whoever invited you so that they can show you how to become a founder ASAP. If you feel that you have some lingering questions, you just need some clarification on 1 or 2 things before you can make a decision, we are going to be here to take your questions and make sure we will give you answers. As a matter of fact, I see that I have Marina Favid here with me. Marina is one of our leaders in the leadership council of Onpassive. She happens to be from South Africa, thank God. So that way she can help us do things. And she gets here once in a while, whenever she has time, whenever she's free. As you can imagine, she's a very busy woman. So I'm going to make sure you guys can unmute yourself because I think I force muted everyone in the beginning. So, but please, we ask that before you ask us your question, please turn your video on if you can, so that we can see you the way that you see us, okay? And we can speak cordially and make sure you are contented. So that's done. Marina, do you have anything to say before we go on Q&A? You need to unmute yourself. There you go. Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
I started the video and thought I did that both at the same time. Thank you so much, Charles, for having me here. You always do such a fantastic job. I see that the recording I posted, you got some very, very good comments, you know, compared to the way other people do their presentations. You cover a completely different aspect of the business and you give everyone such a good understanding of what this IT business is. You know, it's because of your background, which is, you know, we're just so happy to have you as a leader to guide all of us as well. Sorry, Daniel's.
Yeah, I muted the person. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. There's not really much I can say. You know, Charles has really covered everything, and this business is for everyone, whether you are just looking for an online opportunity, because everyone knows that's the way to go. But because there's been so many scams and Ponzi's and what have you, it's quite daunting because you know, everything costs money, and I get invites every day, all day long. people saying for just $200, for just $300, for a minimum of $1,000, you can earn whatever. This is so different to what is out there. You know, firstly, it's not a network marketing company. It is an IT company, and we are just so privileged that our CEO, Ash Mufareh, has decided to share his wealth with us. And we are all shareholders in the business. We are not going to become a public company. It's a privately owned startup. We will be a unicorn at launch, which means we'll be doing in excess of $1 billion turnover in our first 10 years. Onpassive will do that in their first week or month of us launching, which is going to happen at the end of this year. So next year we will be a super unicorn company, because currently we're already valued at 3 billion US dollars, which is unheard of. With the amount of founding members we have, we all become customers and resellers of the products, and everything gets done for you. So whether you are someone who likes to build a team and recruit and what have you, that's great. You know, you're just going to help the system with timelines where you'll earn a lot quicker. But if you're not, and you just want to get in because you know that this is the place to be, that's fine. Onpassive will build your business for you. So it's really a no-brainer. If you decide that, you know, once you're a founder and you think, oh no, this is not for me, which I wouldn't understand why you would think that, you can get your $97 back at any time. Even though when we sign the NDA, it just say 30 days, but it's literally lifetime. Our CEO said, if you don't want to be in the marriage and the marriage is over, you want a divorce, I'll give you back what you came in with. I'll give you back your $97. So it's actually, as much as it's low risk, it's actually almost no risk, you know, because you'll get your money back if you don't want to. Also, people that are saying, oh, it's a Ponzi, it's a scam, whatever. There's just no way. People are not doing, you know, a lot of people are like sheep and also very gullible. They'll just hear something and think, oh, that's it. That's the end of the world because of one person that's put out a video there. If you look into it, you know, and it actually, I just laugh and I giggle quietly to myself when I see this, because people, when you are new, yes, you do your due diligence and you'll come across a whole lot of information, great information about this business, but there might be one or two people out there that says it's a Ponzi or a scam. Now, firstly, I need to, especially to the guests that are here, that might have come across it, because it's come up often in our questions and answers. If you actually read, you know, if you are doing your due diligence, then do it. Also with the person that's saying that this, calling it a Ponzi or a scam, they have got their company for a legit business that's going to give you great money and what have you. Join my opportunity, click here. After they've run Onpassive down, they've called it an MLM. They have no idea what it is. We have got products. We've got the most revolutionary, unique, proprietary digital products. Every product and tool that you will service and tool that you will need to be a success in business is under one umbrella with Onpassive. So yes, we have got brick and mortar businesses, buildings, sorry. We are in Florida, USA, the head office and the headquarters. We've just expanded today. We moved into the new premises. So we've got in Bangalore, India, which they refer to as the Silicon City of India, and Hyderabad, a high-tech city, because Bangalore is just getting too full. So we've still got offices there of about 250 staff members, and today 400 staff members moved in and started working today at our new office in Hyderabad. Great building. It's all branded with Onpassive, 5 stories, and we have just filled the first 2 stories today. When you become a founder, you will be able to see images of the people working there and getting everything together. It's really fantastic. In the Onpassive back office, or the Gofounders back office, you really get so many benefits from being a founding member. You're going to be privy to the massive marketing campaigns that the company does for you. So if you decide, I don't want to be a founder, but I'll wait and see, once this takes off, I will become a customer, that's also fine. But remember, you're never going to be able to become a founder again once we launch. So you're throwing away that opportunity to leave a legacy for your loved ones. This is residual income. And the company, because you're a founding member, is going to be doing those campaigns for us. And it's all in your package, you know, which is fantastic. We pay once out of pocket to become a founding member, to secure your position now, and to be part of the beta testing of the soft launch when we go into soft launch this month. And you can even earn a bonus from that, and they'll get other founding members signed up under us. The price is going up to $149 when that happens, so be sure to get in now. And then when we all become customers and resellers of the product, and that's what gives puts this company in such a great position, because already we've got over, I didn't actually check, but we're probably on about 265,000 or close to it, founding members. And then we're going to soft launch. The company is going to do marketing campaigns to get more founding members. So by the time we launch, we should have well over 500,000, maybe more, not sure. Those are all founding members. And then we launch to the world, and we all pay, excuse me, a one-time subscription for our package. And the minute you've got 3 people in your team, whether it came from your own efforts, from the soft launch, from the marketing campaigns that they do, or once we launch and we go public and you get 3 customers under you from that. Once you've got 3, after that, from your 4th person, it's pure commission, residual income for life, and it just keeps growing every month. So I don't think there's much more that I can say, just that you found yourself here, whether you're watching the replay or you a founder invited you as a guest to watch, speaking to you, you can be that person that can change your family tree, that can help those less fortunate, because just with one position in as a founding member in Onpassive, you're going to be so wealthy that, yes, charity starts at home. So we start with getting ourselves out of debt. You know, God doesn't want us to be a slave, a borrower, a slave to the lender. And if we have debt, we are just being a slave to the lender. So yes, we get out of debt first. Then you'll be in a position, as time goes by, as the marketing campaigns continue doing their work 365 days a year, continuously getting customers, new customers signed up under us, we will be earning 6, 7, and 8 figures, you know, very soon. And we will then be able to buy the house of our dreams, the car of our dreams, help your family do the same, and then help our community. And Ash Mufareh has got a heart of gold, where he said he cannot do it on his own. He needs us as founders, and he did it through Onpassive, because we've all got that same heart where we're longing to help those around us and those less fortunate, and give fresh running water to, you know, areas in Africa. There's so many orphans and widows that we'd love to take care of. There's just so many. No matter what your cause is, you'll be able to do that, and you'll be the person that people will say thank you for the help. Thank you for helping me. Whereas before you could only think it, now you can actually, you'll be in a position where you can do it. So I'm just speaking from my heart, and I hope that resonates with you. Not just is this a fantastic business opportunity, you'll be able to leave a legacy for your loved ones. You'll be able to do the things that you really always wanted to do. And you'll also be in a community of like-minded people across the world, and you'll make so many friends. I mean, I've really made a lot of friends online, and I cannot wait until the restrictions are lifted, where I can physically visit and say thank you for being part of this journey with me. So from me, thank you very much, Charles. And yeah, if there's any questions, we're ready to take them.
Okay, thank you, Marina, for always being there.
Pleasure.
Any questions from anybody?
Charles, I will go first, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Okay, come on. Yeah, my first question would be, first of all, let me say thank you to you for the detailed explanations you've given concerning this impressive opportunity. And I know that you're talking from the experience of somebody that have been in the industry. And I can see the truth in all the explanations you've given. So, and you've also made us to understand from what I gathered here now. Initially, when I was told about this, I was told that it's just $97 as a founder to pay. But from the detailed explanation you've given, it is not just $97. So after the launch, you are going to pay a monthly subscription fee of between $100 to $250. I hope I got you clear there. And after the first month, after the launch, then whatever commission you'll be getting, your monthly subscription would be deducted from whatever commission you will be getting. Did I get you right there?
Yeah, kind of. You're accurate. So it's a monthly subscription. The only thing is you just pay once. Now,
Yeah, monthly subscription.
subsequently it will just be deducted. So what you see is the balance after your subscription is taken.
And
So
and
you
this
got it
would
right.
be done, and this will be done after the company has been launched.
Correct.
Okay. So I now ask what is the age gap? Let's say you want to introduce your family members to this business. What is the age limit to it?
That all
So
depends on the country you live in. It's between 16 and 18, depending on the country. In the UK, for example, it's 16. Whatever the legal age where you're able to work or own a business, sorry, that would be it. But there are ways to overcome it. Sorry, Charles, you can add to this, but there are ways of overcoming it. If you've got young children or grandchildren where you'd like to get a position for them to make sure that their financial future is secure, you can personally open an account in your name, your surname, your phone number, but the email has to be different because that is what we use to identify each founder is the email. So you can have 10 different accounts with your name, surname and phone number, but as long as the email is different and at any time you can transfer that over. There's just a bit of paperwork that needs to be done to support, and you will be able to transfer that over once they're of age. It's also transferable and hereditary, so you can put this position in your will so that your family knows that these positions are going to whoever. You can put it in your will and for you to leave a legacy for your family.
Okay, from what you're explaining now, one person can use the same name and open different accounts, but must be different email accounts.
Yes, there's somebody that has 200 accounts. 200 accounts in his name, different email addresses. Someone else I know has got about 50. You know, people have got, I personally only had one account. You don't need more than one, but if you do and you've got family that you're wanting to help and do that, you are able to have as many accounts as you want.
Okay, well, if you are submitting your account details, would it still be the same account number that your commission will be going to, or it has to be different accounts?
No, that's a good question. Whichever account you have, say you've got 10, for example, let's use 10 as an example. You have opened 10 accounts. When it comes to, we're going to move over to Onpassive once we launch. So at the moment, are you a founder yet, or are you still looking into it?
No, this is my first time. I'm just listening to this.
So you have not registered yet?
I have not registered, but I'm interested in this.
All right, no, that's perfect. You're in a very good place, and you got very, very good questions. Once we launch, we're all going to move over from Gofounders. When you pay your $97 now, if you pay by card, it's $102 because there's a $5 admin fee. If you pay with Bitcoin or Cash App or coin payments, it's $97, but it does take about 48 hours to become active. With a card, it's instant. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that there is a bit of a delay with the other payment methods. You will then have access to your back office, the Gofounders back office, and that is where we're going to do the testing of the marketing campaigns, and you are also then in a position to earn a bonus in the soft launch, but that's not guaranteed. That's not for everyone. Some will, some won't, but that's just the testing. When we launch, we all move over and we become customers and resellers of the product, where we pay that one-time package of between 100 and 250. It's going to be affordable, so any number in between that. So let's say it's 250. You just know that when we launch, you only have to find that payment once. Then once you've got your 3 customers, either through the marketing campaigns or through your own efforts that you've introduced. So if you've got family members and you've got 3 family members that you want to pay for their account, you can put them under your team and you've got your 3 already. So your position is covered. You know, I've got a lot of people that are doing that. They've just got 3, then they give for their children, they put 3 under each of them. Instead of just building horizontally, they're building down to make sure that their children and their family also, once we launch, they'll start earning commission. So there's all different ways to skin a cat, but you will be able to use all those accounts and you can actually transfer the money to one account. So, or you can say, I want to split it. 50% I want to put into my Bitcoin wallet and 50% I want to put into my fiat bank account. You can have different payment methods. You can split it as well. You can say 20% here, 10% there, to different accounts. Once that's in, it's set. If you want to change it in the future, you will have to do a video call. You'll have to send a video as well to make sure, because of privacy and, you know, so that no one gets into your account and just says, oh, we need to change this account. So once you've done it, you can put as many accounts in there as you want.
Okay, I understand you now. Basically, if I make myself clearer,
Sorry,
what I understand.
you're covering your speaker a bit, I think.
Okay, are you hearing me clearly now?
Yes, now I can hear you now.
Okay, let me repeat what you just said. If I open this account for different, say for instance, my children, to secure their future, the only thing different is there has to be different email accounts.
Correct.
So if any commission is being paid, it can go into my personal account,
yes,
which is the first account I give. Then it's not left to me if I want to separate the money differently to different accounts.
correct.
But the payment from Onpassive will go to one particular account.
Yes, but
is that correct?
Yes, correct. If your children are old enough, how old are they now?
My kids are still young. My eldest is 17.
Okay, so I'm not sure where you're from, but you know, maybe your eldest is you able to put that in his name or her name, where you know you can just say, I'm opening this account for you, and he can put it in his name and his own email address. It's up to you, whichever way you want to do it. But that's just
I would like for now, I would like everything to be in my name.
Yes, you can control it that way, yes.
So I can have control of it till they are of age.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's why I'm more detailed in asking these questions.
Yes, and then also you can leave it like that until, and then put it in your will, you know, so to say that you've got these accounts and this one is going to that person, that child, whatever the case is. So it's very, you know, as long as it's in your will, all they're going to need is your email and your password that you use. There's obviously unique passwords for each account, and then they would obviously need the correct documentation, the death certificates and what have you, and then they'll be able to transfer that account into their name. So they've really thought about everything, and yeah, they'll be able to do the same thing for their children and their grandchildren.
So when they're of age, all I need to do is to give them the email account and the password for that particular account.
That's it.
But at which point I will not be able to, if I still want to transfer the money to their own account when they're of age.
Yes.
So they will start running it on their own.
You can also, if you're wanting to, if they've got a savings account now, for example, and unless you're wanting to hold it back until they're wise enough to use the money, you know, right? Yes. If they've got a savings account, you can put that savings account in the back office and have it as an option to pay. So if you you can actually, when we launch, you can do that. You can put your own account plus their account and plus maybe a Bitcoin wallet address, and then that will just save the time, you know, in future to change it. So you can put that account in, and then eventually you can just take your account off and ask them to change the name. There's all different ways you can do it. But you
Okay.
can put your account and these in the back of, well, in your Onpassive when we launch. Not now. Right now, we don't do KYC. We just need your name, your email, your phone number and country. And then when we launch, we will do the KYC for our commissions. So right now, there's no problem. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. And one last, sorry, I think I'm dominating the whole thing.
No, you got good questions, and I'm sure people are interested in hearing. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Another issue is, let's say, for instance, after this registration and co, and you want to pull out, is there any penalty when you decide to go out?
No, there's no penalty. You'll get your it's 100% money back guarantee. Obviously, there are fees involved, bank charges and transaction fees. That's all. That will come off, but there's no penalty. No, the penalty is you're going to give away a legacy if you want to pull out. Yeah.
Okay. What is finally? What is the how much figure are we looking at? Let's say on a monthly basis, whatever it is, after the deduction of your 1 month monthly subscription.
You're talking about commissions. Okay, we don't know yet, but all I can tell you is that it is a revolutionary, unique pay plan that's never been done before. And we are going to be earning, Ash Mufareh said, in the first few months, as the system kicks off, obviously, we'll be earning at least a few $1,000s a month, but then we are going to be, in the next 3 to 5 years, we'll be earning 6, 7, and 8 figures a year. I mean, we're going to be in the top 3% of high earners, all of us. As long as you are in Onpassive, it's going to, you're going to be in a very, very, they've even got something called the Millionaires Club. So, as the millionaires, because there'll be a millionaire created every day with Onpassive.
Yeah, I'm actually interested, not in myself, but in the future of my kids.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm in this meeting. Yeah. Okay, I will let others talk. I think I've asked the basic question I needed to ask.
Yeah, Esther, thank you very much. And I thank the person that introduced you to this business. I think you've got a good understanding of how it works, and you've obviously understood everything. And your questions were all great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I ask something, please?
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Oh, someone is...
Sorry, let the lady speak first, and then we'll get back to you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
All right, yeah. Thank you so much, Charles and Marina. Most of the things I wanted to ask, I think the first person has already mentioned something. The only few things I want to ask, is this a public or private company? So how do we classify?
It's a private startup. We're not public. We're never going to be listed on the stock exchange. Our CEO, Ash Mufareh, has said that we are the shareholders of the company, and the wealth is rather going to go to the founders instead of to the public. He doesn't need to go public. We've already got enough founders. We'll have enough money. So it's really not, we'll never ever go onto the stock market, and we'll just keep growing. We are it's, and the unicorn company is usually a privately owned startup tech company, and we fall into that bracket as well with exactly what we've done, what Ash Mufareh has done with this business.
Thank you. Another thing, because when you come on board, it's 97, and after the launch,
yes,
you now pay between $100 to $250
one time.
Yes. So it's one-off, because I think it's better you call it one of the monthly, because when you say monthly, it seems that it's occurring every month.
It is recurring because it is a subscription, but it comes out of your commissions earned and not out of pocket. Once out of pocket, the rest out of profit. So we've got 2 wallets. The one wallet will hold your funds for your next month's subscription, and the other wallet will be your commissions, which is the O wallet, that will be paid in real time to whichever wallet address or accounts you want it to go to. It gets paid in real time. So you don't have to wait for a week or 2 weeks or a month to get paid. As soon as there's enough money in your account where you've started earning commissions, you can draw it at any time.
Okay, last question. As co-founders, So I believe that you come in, you are part of the shareholders, if I
Yes.
believe.
Yes.
So why are we getting customers? Who are the customers we are going to get?
Okay.
Who am I going to talk to? What am I telling them to come and buy? So it's a bit a
Okay.
kind of,
No,
yeah.
it's not a silly question at all, and it's, you know, initially people were not sure that Onpassive even had products. They just knew it was an opportunity to make money online. The products we have, there's about 50 digital products and services. All these products are products that Charles was talking about, your search engine optimism, the webinar platform. We're going to have, like this is a Zoom call that we're on here. Onpassive is going to have a webinar platform where we can have multiple hosts, unlimited hosts, and unlimited attendees. You know, with Zoom or any other platforms, as good as they are outdated. We're going to have our products are all built from the ground up using AI and machine learning, and it's just incredible, the technology. We're way ahead. We're about 5 years ahead of technology as it is now, and that's just one of the products. So that every product we have is potentially a company on its own, and that is why we valued at $3 billion before we've even launched. So it's every tool that you need to be a success. I have got a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Marina Favit #Onpassive. I've done a video on products. You know, it's just the generic of what the different products are. So you can work your way through that just to get an understanding. It's obviously a lot better than what, you know, that's just the basics of what the different products are, so that people can understand this is what Onpassive offers. We're going to have an academy, which is an online training for homeschooling and training platform where you as a teacher or a coach, whatever, can charge for courses and classes. Teachers and universities and that will be able to give their lessons online and everything. If you've missed a class, it will be archived. There'll be certificates that people get, and you know, so that's two. The other one is an HR management system, one of the best, you know, like Oracle or SAP, whatever, everything under one umbrella. So every tool to be a success. And then obviously your advertising and your marketing and your email marketing. There's just so much. You'll have emails, everything that you need in business Onpassive has got for you to run with it. So we all become customers at launch, and then customers who search, like Charles was saying, search engine optimism. You're searching for a camera. In this case, we'll say you're searching for at marketing campaigns. You're looking to promote your business and you're wanting to do a marketing campaign, but you don't know how. As you type in marketing campaign, Onpassive will find you because they know how to read the algorithms on Facebook and the internet and Google and what have you. And all of a sudden Onpassive will pop up and it will show you, hey, here's a 7-day free trial for what you're looking for, and automatically get signed up under you.
Yeah, you know why I'm asking this? For example, if I assume I register my children, are they expected to register another 3 people? This is one.
No.
And another question is, just like everybody goes to Google, you search something. I am not paying anybody. I can't go to ordinary person like my friend and say, come and buy this. So I'm just thinking,
okay,
what kind of thing, is there any advert going on? Because I know it's big companies, you know, that offices that are going to patronize this kind of
no, absolutely. To answer your first question, I forgot what it was now.
No, I said if I register my children,
yes, your children,
are they expected to register another 3 people?
The nice thing about Onpassive is everything is done for you. It's 100% hands-free. If you don't get, you know, the reason Charles and a lot of leaders are doing these guest webinars is to share the opportunity, to get it out there. You don't have to recruit anyone, but the company will. You are forced to succeed. It's the only company that has ever guaranteed your success. You know, you're guaranteed to succeed in Onpassive. So if you do join and you don't bring in a single person, it doesn't matter. It's just going to take you a little bit longer than somebody who went out and found 100 people and those 100 went out and found more, you know, whatever the case is. Or even if you just got your 3, it's fine. everyone will succeed and everyone will earn and everyone will eventually in time become a millionaire in US dollars through Onpassive because they're a founder. Also as a customer, they will earn, because if I send you a link, I want to get onto a meeting with you, we're having a business meeting, I'm going to send you my Connect link, like the Zoom link. You're going to get on and you're going to have to say, sign up for 7-day free trial. You put your name and email in, and now you've got access to the meeting with that 7-day free trial. The next day you have a meeting with about 10 other people. You can then go into that 7-day free trial and send it to someone else. And then you realize, hey, it's not just this that I've got. It's not just this webinar platform. Look at all these other services for one price. And then I've got unlimited use of these products forever, and any new products that come in as well. So that is how the ripple effect will take effect, is when you start sharing just because you're using the products. If you're using it, you'll share it, and also the company will we're all going to be on a rotator. So the company does these marketing campaigns and they really are targeted to people that are looking for these things. And we will just get automatic signups under us, and we've done nothing. So it's literally a company where you can earn while you sleep.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Let me give others an opportunity. Thank you.
No, that's fine. Have you registered yet?
Not yet. This is my first time,
all
so
right.
I just
well,
want
welcome,
to
and I
have an
hope that you
idea.
have all the answers. I have got a group, but I'm not sure who invited you. I'm sure they might know about my Facebook group. There's a lot of information there, and also reminders of these webinars that we do. But always, please, we are always ethical about that. Get back to the person who invited you, even if they never made it themselves. They did tell you about Onpassive. Get back to them and register with them, so that when you are earning all this residual income, you can thank them for showing you this opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Anyone else? Sorry, where's that gent that wanted to ask a question?
Hello, good evening to you.
Go. Yes. Hi, Michael.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question, sorry. Yes, my name is Michael. Yeah, good evening to you. And thank you and Mr. Charles for your taking all your time to share this information and all this.
Your sound is
from
breaking
the
up.
Arab Emirates. Also, I'm a computer engineer. I understood why he was talking about. I understood why he was talking about the AI. Also, you were talking about the search engine in optimism. So I understood all this. I run my businesses online. Also, I am dragging my traffics. I know how I do that. I have read so much about Onpassive on how the operations is gonna be like. But the little problem I'm having is getting so much people involved, because I know that dragging traffics for individual is not an easy job. Dragging people to come and subscribe to your market and come and support your market is not an easy task. I do that every day. I spend 2, 3, 4 hours dragging traffic to my site. I'm trying to market my products, also marketing on other people's network. So it's not an easy job. So the only thing I am a bit trying to give a question from is, how do you intend to satisfy all these thousands of people, maybe dragging traffic to DM individually, making sure they're 200%, 100% satisfied, within a short time. And okay, now, we are talking about the first month subscription, which is which ranges from $100 to $250, which is after lunch. After
Sorry, Michael. Your video is
which you take from the bonuses and incentives the person is going to make.
Your video froze for a bit. I didn't hear the last part of your question.
Okay, when I attend to my first question, okay.
Okay. How are we going to
Hello, can I
guarantee?
get you right? Sorry.
Can I just let's just answer one at a time. To answer your question about the traffic, are you a founder
Okay,
yet?
okay. Oh,
Are you a registered
yes,
founder
I'm a
yet?
founder also.
Okay, all right.
I'm a founder already.
Okay, that's awesome. So you do
Yes,
know
yes.
what they're doing. Also, you know that our CEO is doing little tests, you know, the videos that he asked people to do, you know, he's going to be targeting traffic visitors just to show you. There's one video he's actually thinking of doing 1 million views, which just to show, you know, to get 1 million views, you have to have had a YouTube channel for about 3 to 5 years, or at least 2 years, and work all the time to get those subscribers or to get those eyes on your channel. He's going to be able to do that. He's already done a little test where he did 15,000 views on one of the videos I did. He did 50,000 views on Dr. Bill Williams' video, and he's done it also with Onpassive Nation, 50,000 views. For people who only had like less than 1,000 subscribers at the time, I think I only had about 176 subscribers. Now I've got over 1,000, but to get all those views and you only had 100 subscribers, it was just to prove to people that he understands that. Now we are going to be getting customers every day, and with the rotator, the targeted traffic is targeted qualified traffic. Depending on the business that you're in, there is also going to be a bonus where you get extra traffic for your different business that you're wanting to put on. Like for example, Michael, what you're doing, I'm not sure if you're still with me, but you are driving traffic for other people, and you know how difficult it
Yeah,
is.
me too.
Yes, you know how difficult it is to get that traffic, you know, and it costs a fortune. We're going to get that all at that one price.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and then we're also going to be able to get, there'll be a bonus. We also, once again, it's never, whatever Onpassive charges, never again will you need to go into your pocket. It will all come out of profit, and you are not obligated to go further or to purchase other, you know, upgrade yourself or whatever, to buy into certain packages or bonuses or whatever that they offer. You have complete right over your account, and you can say either yes or no. You don't have to do it. You know, you can just say, well, I'm happy with getting $5,000 a month. I don't want more than that, and you just switch off. It doesn't, you know, you don't need to get more. You're completely in control of your account. But Onpassive is definitely, they understand the algorithms. They understand how the internet works, and they know how to get that targeted traffic to you. So it is guaranteed, and I can't say how many customers you're going to get, but on average, everyone's going to get about 3 customers every 3 to 4 days signed up under us. That's just like, that's a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be the snowball effect that just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. Does that answer you? Maybe Charles can answer more on as far
That
as
means,
the AI goes.
yes, you answered.
Thank you.
You answered, but I'm convinced that, because dragging this traffic, I know how it is. I know how it is. I'm giving kudos to Dr. Charles. I'm Engineer Charles. He's my senior colleague. I'm also a computer engineer student. I mean, I graduated from Nigeria before I ported to United Arab Emirates. All this, I know how I do them in my computer. If I'm driving traffics, I'm selling my goods. Either I'm selling my own product, or I'm selling another person's product. I know I should have. I'm a working platform where I am selling, or where I'm marketing this product for other people to see. If there is an already made product on Onpassive for me to market, and if they are providing a platform for me to market,
yes,
this can be enticing for a little bit. At least I know I have a background for me to market my product and other products I'm about to market.
Yes, they will have everything
This is
that
possible?
you need. Yes, absolutely. You'll also have like over 100,000 images. When we launch, we're all going to get a website as well, which is branded to you. You know, whatever you're wanting to call it, as long as it's available. And there'll be so many different images. You can it will either be generated through their AI automatically, or you can, if you are, a Fundi and understand websites, you can generate your own website, but you will all get a website, and that will change every day. We'll have different images, so that there's not going to be two websites in the whole of Onpassive Founders that will have the same images and the same look and the same name or whatever. It's going to be completely different, and we're going to get I'd say that side I don't really understand much of, but I do know that we're all going to get a website branded to us, and on there you can put any business that you're involved with, and you can get targeted traffic to that website. So that won't be a problem. So if you are selling a product, they'll be able to design your website according to the product that you're selling as well. But over and above that, you will also get signups with Onpassive. Okay.
Thanks, Marina, for that. But let me just come in here, Mr. Michael.
Yes, thank you.
I just want to do this because I don't want people to get intimidated. In Onpassive, we don't need to do anything. This is totally hands-free opportunity. If you just love to drive traffic, that's your passion, you can do that, okay? But to tell you the truth, I don't plan to do any of that, okay? I plan to let Onpassive do it for me. I'm a retired guy, and I'm here because it is hands-free, okay? I see that you are young, and maybe you enjoy doing those kind of things. We're going to have website building tools, AI-driven. You can play with it if you want to play with it. But 99.9% of us are just going to sit back, relax, go to the beach, make 1 or 2 phone calls, and let Onpassive go to work for us, okay? So please don't get intimidated by that. You don't need to do any of that, okay?
I like that.
Okay, no problem.
I
That's
like
no
the sound
problem.
of that.
All right.
Thank you. They've all been very good questions so
much.
far.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
No.
Yes, Mr. iPhone. I know your name is not iPhone. Can you tell what?
All right.
What's your name?
Yeah, it's Elvis.
Elvis.
Hello, Elvis.
From Cameroon.
Hey, Elvis, how are you?
I'm fine, Mr. Charles. Thanks so much for the presentation today. I really enjoyed it.
No problem.
Okay. My question is this: apart from the benefit we do get when we recruit other people under our network, that means when the peak started coming in, what other benefit again can we get?
I mean, is that not enough benefit? Elvis?
No,
Okay.
I'm just asking, is there any other extra benefit? Because a lot of people are really asking me about it.
What I'm saying is, let's put it this way. All those tools, like Michael just said, all those tools, if you want to use them, you can use them. All those things I mentioned to you, VPN, trim URL, website building tools, okay, search engine optimize. You have all of that available to you. I just told you guys, I am paying for Zoom $200 every month. I'm paying for Google averagely $400 every month. I'm paying Microsoft averagely $600 every month. I'm paying GoDaddy. I'm paying all these different things every month, right? Once Onpassive launches, I don't have to pay any of that every month because I'm already using them. And then on top of that, they're going to be paying me big bucks because other people are going to be using them. I will be getting paid.
Okay.
Are you with me? So that's
all right,
how I work.
thank you.
So if you have use for them, yes, you have all those tools at your disposal, all of them that you can use.
Okay. All right. Now, and as you use these tools, would Onpassive drive traffic for you as well?
If you're a founder, you will get traffic.
So let me explain how it works. Okay. Once Onpassive launches, we'll pay that one-time fee, okay, that monthly fee, that gives us access to all those tools. That's why we say we are customers, we are product of the product, right? You have access to all of that. And we have access to it, but Onpassive is paying from our profit every month. So you have access to those tools every month. However, just like I am a user, I'm a consumer of Zoom. Good example. Let's assume that you were a founder of Zoom, right? When they launched. Exactly. Let's assume for a moment. That means Zoom is giving you access to the product, right? That you can use. But in addition to that, people like me, when we come and we pay Zoom every month, right? You get paid.
All right.
Does that make sense? It's the same thing
Yeah,
with Onpassive.
I get the
You
point.
have access to all the tools. In addition to that, people are coming every month using our trim URL, using our IP tracker, using all those things, paying Onpassive, and we get commission for that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
All right then.
Anyone
Any
else?
other question?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My name is Benga from Nigeria.
Benga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, from Nigeria. Yeah. I just want to ask if I want to make payments and I don't have a dollar account. How do I do that in Nigeria?
I am pretty sure there are ways around it. We have leaders from Nigeria that can help with that. They have gone through all those different scenarios. I'm pretty sure Larry is around. He's always present. Are you a founder yet, Mr. Benga?
No, I just want to register.
Okay. Do you have one of those global Visa card, MasterCard?
No.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you can get back to whoever signed or referred you here, and they can always get in touch with Larry or Pastor Paul 360. These are leaders there that are more than willing to help at all times. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if the person that invited you is here today. Is he here today?
No,
he or she?
No, the person is in US.
Okay, is he in this Zoom meeting today?
No.
Okay, you can have them contact us, or and I can put them in contact with Larry or Pastor Paul, one of those guys, maybe Captain Yak, one of those guys. They're gonna be able to help you out.
There are different ways. It's not necessarily that you have to pay by card. You can use Bitcoin, you can use Ethereum, there's Cash App, Coinbase. So there are different options. There's also money order, but I wouldn't suggest you go that route. But there are other ways of making your payment as well.
The problem is you cannot use Cash App in Nigeria. You can use it in the UK.
Okay.
So and then a lot of them, if you have not used Bitcoin or cryptocurrency before, it can be very tricky. You can easily lose your money. So, but we do have designated leaders out there that are going to help you make sure you get in one way or the other. Just have your sponsor or whoever let us know. We can hook you up, connect you with one of those people. Okay. But there are different ways to make the payment.
Okay.
To get around it.
Can I ask?
Let's cross that milestone when we get there. Register first, right? And then when it comes time for payment.
I've already registered.
Oh, you've already registered.
I've
you just haven't
registered.
paid.
I just want to.
Okay.
Yes, I haven't paid. I want to pay.
Okay. All right. So
I've
we'll put you in contact with one of those people to help you out.
Since the payment is in dollars, can you pay in pounds equivalent of that dollar amount?
Oh yes, of course. It's just the equivalent of the amount. That's it.
Yeah. Whichever country you're in, it will show you your currency and your amount that you need to pay in your currency. So if you're registering from the UK, it will show you an amount in pounds, which is 80. If you're in the USA, it will show you, but also, actually it shows in dollars. It does show in dollars because I'm in South Africa and it shows us $97, but you can pay in any currency. Pay in any currency.
One other question, if you are in a different country and you have an account in another country and you want to use your account in another country for your commissions, would that be possible?
Yes.
Why would you want to do that? I'm just curious.
Well,
so let's say you are in Nigeria, for example, right? Why would you want to register an account in the United States? Because guess what? That means you have to pay United States tax.
The reason is I wouldn't want to to have that money in my account in the country where I am for certain issues.
Okay,
For
well that's
instance,
fine. You can, but just know that the country where you are sending the money to, you have to pay taxes in that country.
Of course, if you go to
Right. Just know that.
in the
For
US,
example, I am in the United States, right?
Mhm.
When I'm registering, it's going to ask me to select my country.
Yeah.
Okay. I can decide to select Nigeria if I want to.
Yes,
The system is not going to say no.
okay.
But guess what? I'll have to deal with whatever tax issues are involved when you are in Nigeria, because they're going to pay you in pounds, you're going to withdraw the money to some bank in Nigeria and all that stuff. You see what I mean?
Yeah. But for instance, if you're in a company that maybe you're not allowed to get involved in any other business, and this is a lifetime opportunity you've got to make extra money by the side, and you know that if you're going to do that, it might lead to a problem to the present company you're working for.
Well, here's what I can tell you. If I'm working for a company that's paying me $50,000 a year, and I see an opportunity that's $200,000 a year, and they don't want me to work for another business, I would dump that company. That's paying me $50,000.
Yeah, but you cannot have the company when you're not yet sure of what you're going into.
Exactly. Of course, you have to be sure first. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
Wait
even with
until you've
Onpassive,
earned before you fire your boss.
exactly. But Onpassive is not a job, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're just gonna see money come into your account and they're gonna monitor your account, right? The bottom line is this: this business, you can put it in any country that you want. Just know that when you put it in that country, you will just have to deal with the repercussions, the tax repercussions, I should say.
I don't mind. Of course, I'm not going to be a money launderer.
No, that's fine. I just need to know that. We want everybody to pay taxes, that's for sure. But the problem is you may have to be physically in that country. You know what I mean?
Okay. But I'm not physically in that country.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. You just have to, if you have dual nationality, you have, say, Nigerian citizenship and American citizenship, you can do that. But if you don't, it could be a problem.
Sorry?
I say if you have dual nationality,
yes.
Let's say you have a Nigerian citizenship and you have an American citizenship.
Yes.
You can do whatever you want. But if you don't, it could be a problem. That's what I'm saying.
That is the situation here. I have dual citizenship.
Okay, that's fine. But we're just talking in general. When I'm saying when I say these things, I don't refer to somebody in particular. I'm just saying so that everybody can benefit from the discussion, right? So when you guys, if you have dual nationality, okay. But if you don't, you may not want to do that.
Yeah, I have dual nationality, but I do not pay tax in the other country. I only pay tax in the country where
you live, right? Where you live and do business. But if you're doing Onpassive business in that other country, that means you're doing business. That means you have to pay tax in that country.
Yeah, but would that be opportunity for me to pay tax there? What I'm saying, how would the money for tax be deducted when Onpassive pays me into that country?
No, we're gonna give you I'm gonna speak in terms of the United States because I don't know how it works in other countries, right?
Okay.
But here, what happens is we'll get something called 1099. That's a form. That's a tax form at the end of every year that you're an independent contractor. You've made, let's say, $100,000 this year, right? And they'll give me that form. Onpassive will send it to me. Now, if you say you are in China, right? Onpassive will, whatever Chinese government do, that's their business. I don't know what they do. Okay. But I take that form and I go to my accountant at the end of the year. And I say, Mr. Accountant, I just made 100,000. However, I spent 50,000 in doing other things. I was traveling. I was talking about Onpassive from place to place. I was paying every month for my Zoom meetings, for this, for that. So I ended up spending 50,000, right? So that's my expense. At the end of the day, my profit is 50,000 100 minus 50,000. So my profit is 50,000. And therefore, I can only pay taxes on 50,000. Okay? So that's how it works in the US. Some other countries, it might work differently. I don't know. Okay? Okay? So that's why I'm saying you need to know how it works in that country before you start doing things.
Hello.
But yes.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Good evening. I'm in Nigeria. Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
My name is Adejo Anthony Bassi from Abuja,
Hey.
Nigeria.
Welcome.
I have a lot of questions, but let me take one at a time. The problem I'm having because of the part of the country we are coming from, especially the third world and Africa in particular. Maybe, I don't know, if it's as a result of our poverty rate, this Onpassive, to my own understanding, is a volcano that I know that whoever joins will never regret. But from the part of the place, country we come from, many people don't want to listen to you, more especially your own family members. What Onpassive is going to translate people's position as it is launched. But many people, you talk to them, they look it as a scam. Like last webinar,
Are you still there? Lost him now.
I think yeah.
Yeah. It's always difficult to convince family and friends to join. It's always the case in most cases, especially, well, me as well. You know, my children are not interested. They said, "Mom, when you start making money, then I'll join." Oh, you're back?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
first of all, are you a founder, sir?
Yes, of course, I'm a founder.
How long have you been a founder?
I've joined for more than a month, and I have my wife and my one kid as a member. But I want my family, friends, 7 families, so that the poverty rate in Africa, or especially in Nigeria, should be reduced in my family. I'm really pained, and I'm not enjoying their responses. So I am asking, is there any way you people can help us for us to at least?
All right. So basically, it's a very good question.
Yeah.
It's just a wrong forum, okay? The reason I'm asking you that is because we have a founders only webinar.
Yeah.
That we have every Sunday. And again, if you're someone that's interested in building, I want you guys to remember now, you don't have to sign anybody. You don't have to build to make money with Onpassive. But you could cut time frames. You could make more money faster if you do. And if you are interested and you're having those kind of issues, when you come to the founders only meeting, we can give you tips. We can give you advice how to go about it. So first and foremost, just so you know, you are not the only one with that problem.
Okay, thank you.
Just like Marina said, it's a general problem. A prophet, even Jesus himself said, a prophet is not known in his own hometown. Okay, so I have the same issue.
Yes,
we all have those issues. So
yes, and lastly, I want people to appreciate for 360 for what he has been doing in Nigeria, Mr. Larry. They have tried to encourage us, and we are learning from them. But unfortunately, as I told you, that is the problem.
Okay, so like I said, this is a guest webinar. We need to bring that to the founders only webinar, and we'll appreciate all those leaders that are doing a great job. We'll give you tips as to how to make things happen. Okay?
Thank you.
If you want to make things happen, there are ways you go about it, but those problems are not unique only to Africa because it's poverty. Even here in the United States, we have the same issues. All over the world is the same issue, okay?
Thank you very much,
all I can suggest for now is everyone that's here, if you've watched this and you're a guest yourself, you know, we have these on a regular basis, is bring those people, just say, look here, don't listen to me. I'm not even going to be talking. Listen to these leaders, listen to the other people, because when they hear it from someone else, they're more convinced. And then, you know, and if you try and speak to your friend, it took me a year to sign my friend up, my best friend. You know, and I've been telling her since, well, more than a year. And finally, 2 weeks ago, She came for dinner and I said, come on, man, do it. Just sign up. You know, you've just got this nice bonus, which she did. And she says, is that what is it going to take to get you off my back? I said, sign up. And she did. So yes, it took me a year to convince her. And it's not that she couldn't even afford it. She could. She just thought, oh, no, I'm not interested. But I made her watch a guest webinar. And because she saw somebody else speaking, not me, you know, I wasn't the main speaker, then all of a sudden it was legit. So there are different ways. Guide them to the public webinars. Tomorrow we have a different webinar as well for the corporate webinar. Charles Asong has webinars almost every day. So there's no excuse, you know, just bring them to a webinar. That's all you really need to do. Say, come to the webinar and see for yourself.
Thank you, and Mr. Charles, I appreciate all your contributions and advice. May the good Lord continue to strengthen you so that we will get to the El Dorado. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Bye.
Yes.
Last, if you want to get somebody in Nigeria to make payments, being that the payment is in dollars and they do it with Naira, how I'm a guest, so I'm not privy to founders meeting. How do I get them? If they ask me how are they going to make the payment, what will I tell them?
If who ask you?
If people in Nigeria, my country, ask me how they are going to make this payment of $97, which is about 102, together with the posting or whatever it is. So how would I tell them to make
I want to assume, first of all, Esther, that before you start trying to get people in, you will be a founder first, right? That's the first thing, okay? So if you come in, immediately you have a link, immediately you have access to all the information, you have access to our group chats and all that stuff, right? And then we can start. If you sign in today, within 30 seconds, you have access to everything. And that's the first step. Make sure you're in, even before you start talking to people. You go through the process, you experience it, you make the payment, see what difficulties you face. That way, when you talk to them, you can talk to them with experience, right? So, and we are always here to help. Like I said, we have a few leaders in Nigeria. They'll go out of their way just to make sure, you know. And they also have a chat just for, say, Onpassive Nigeria, something like that. So, which focuses on your local issues that you have.
Okay.
You know, so we don't leave you in an island. We make sure we work with you, okay?
Hi, Charles.
Yes, Mr. Larry Adeyemi. How are you?
Yeah, fine. I just want to advise a few friends who are registered to Nigeria. There are two ways. You can go through Larry Akere Media, or what two of my friends did was that they paid to my account in Nigeria, and I helped them to, I did the registration for them from here. So they paid the equivalent to my account. Whoever introduced them, if it's not in Nigeria, let's tell the person, I put your account in Nigeria. If your account in Nigeria, then do it for me. So this is another way. Or they go to our leaders in Nigeria, like Larry and others there. Some of them are really willing to help.
Yes, that's another way. Thanks, Larry. What Larry is saying is that if you have somebody in the Western world who has a credit card, that there's no limitation, and you can arrange with them, find out a way to compensate them, and they can use their card to pay for you. That's all he's saying. That's another option.
Thank you. It looks like Achilles, I think it is. He had his hand raised just now. He wanted to ask a question. Achilles, or is it? Am I saying it correctly? He's not listening now. Michael, your hand is still raised, and so is Carl.
Yes, please. I want to ask. There's one question I want to ask. Sorry.
Yes.
Just like driving people in as a medium of can I get something like, because I'm speaking for myself, I don't know about any other person. Can I get something like a brochure describing Onpassive from beginning to end, like a handbook? For a clear notification, because I believe in online marketing. For me, I can make a video to convince anybody. I don't need, for me, I don't need anything or any other knowledge to convince anybody about getting involved in Onpassive or something like that. I can make a video and post in my YouTube channel. I can make a flyer. I'm a graphic designer also. I do all this. If I can get something like a brochure or a handbook that will give me a clear instinct, a clear knowledge
Okay, Michael,
about what is about happening.
as a founder, you did have
Yeah,
access
please.
to an ebook, which was not a corporate, it was just one of the leadership council members that did it in the past. It wasn't the best quality and what have you, but we cannot share that now because of the unique pay plan that's changed, and that was in the ebook. But you can definitely find it in your back office still, take information from there, and I would maybe recreate it. If you are a graphic designer, you're welcome to do that, as long as you are not adding information that is not true. You can always run it by me if you want. I can get it approved. If you want it for everyone to share, I can make that happen as well and get it approved.
Please.
Okay.
Please,
So
I
you
need
can
that,
get hold of
please.
me
So,
on
thank you.
Facebook, on my Facebook group. You can just send me an inbox message. Or you can find
I'll
me on
search
the
for your name on Facebook.
Yeah, you can find me on the Leadership Council. My email address is there under Leadership Council Marina Babbitt. You can maybe email me, it's probably better. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Hello.
Yes, Galaxy Note 9.
Hello. Okay. I don't know. This is Dorothy. I have someone that we registered, and it's congratulated her and everything came up. They paid. Now we went back to check the account. The account does not exist.
Okay, but you know what's probably happened is that she's registered under someone else. Please ask her to have a look in her back office. Can she get into her account?
It was on because the husband is the one that did it, and you know how you did I did it for them, but it came to him and told him they have one new founder when they make their payments, and then they tick the little box, make the payments, and that was it. Now we tried to go back to look what happened, to check it.
Okay. I'm sorry, you're breaking
Okay,
up.
he's just saying that he didn't allow us to go to the NDA. So there's no way she could not even check the NDA.
Okay, Galaxy Note 9. Let Dr. Benny help you with this. I think this is a good issue, but it's outside of the scope of this webinar. Dr. Benny, are you here? I can see. Can you privately chat with her so that you can work with her offline, please?
What did you say, please?
Can you chat with that lady, Dorothy? I think it's her name. She says her name on the screen is Galaxy Note 9. She has some issue that she registered a friend or so and it's not showing. I think it's a simple thing to fix.
Yeah. They couldn't get the NDA signed. You can also just send resend verification link as well. You can try that.
Right. So Dr. Benny has helped quite a few people with those kind of issues. I'm sure she's well versed, so it's not a big deal. You'll be taken care of, okay, Dorothy?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Achilles, Archie, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name.
No problem.
Thank you. Can you please unmute yourself? Thank you. You've been trying to ask a question for a while now.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Charles for the wonderful presentation. I am talking from Cameroon, and I just heard about Onpassive, and I went ahead to register because I am one of those persons that like to take risks. And it is because I have gone through some of the books for you to be an entrepreneur, like Millionaire's Mindset, The Capitalist Nigger, and many other books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So I did not actually absorb the content and what Onpassive is all about. So actually, my first question is on the legal the disclaimer information of Onpassive. Please, I would like you to enlighten me more on the disclaimer and the legal aspect of Onpassive. And please, is it a registered company? And I would like to know the country in which Onpassive is registered, please.
Passive is registered in Florida, in the United States, right? Okay. So yes, it is a registered company, and the legal disclaimer you're talking about, what legal disclaimer you talking about?
Now, in case of any irregularity before the launch or after the launch, if someone wants to take a legal action against Onpassive, is it possible? Because it is good to know.
What kind of action? You pay $97 and you're not happy, they will give your money back. What other action do you want to take?
Like, for example, if the company, like, for example, the case the woman just explained of registering and then you are not able to have your account, or after a couple of minutes, that is my problem.
No, that's not the case. That's just a support issue. That once you're in a technology field, anything can happen. But that doesn't mean that the account does not exist.
Okay.
Okay. And personally, some of us leaders like myself, Achilles, if you come in and you are discontented, I'll take your account from you and I'll pay you $97. I have many accounts. The more account I have, the more money I'm gonna make.
Okay.
You don't even have to go to the company.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question?
Mr. Awesome.
Yes. With this,
What is the lady? I want her to give me I private, and I texted her and she is not responding to me.
Galaxy Note 9.
Yep.
Dorothy. Her name is Dorothy. But she's on the screen, she's showing as Galaxy Note 9.
I did. I texted her privately and she has not responded.
Dorothy, are you still there? I don't know why she's not responding. Dorothy, are you still there? Maybe she went out of her seat or something.
No problem,
She's
sir.
trying to give the number. Okay, I already sent her my number.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other question? It's been a long
Hello, I
webinar.
sent Dr. Benny, I sent you my number.
Yeah, she got it. She said thank you.
Okay.
Any other question, guys? It's been a long webinar. So if there's no other question, we would like to wrap this up.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. It's really been a great webinar. Thank you very much for all of you who stayed to the end. Some really awesome questions that I'm sure a lot of people will be able to benefit from. Thank you. And don't forget to get registered or get back to the person who invited you. Get their registration link. Get in as soon as possible. The sooner you register, the better it is for you, because there are literally a founder a minute that's joining every day, 1,440, but it's actually increasing. The number is getting higher and higher as we approach our soft launch. So get in now, share it, make sure that you attend the webinars tomorrow. There's going to be 2 tomorrow, one with Charles Osong and one corporate as well at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard and 2 p.m. Is it? It is still 2 p.m. Charles, I'm not sure what your time is.
Yes, it's still 2 p.m. Eastern.
The same link, using the same link, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then the corporate webinar, you can find the link on my Facebook group Onpassive Africa United. I will share it there. So yes, there's no excuse for you not to get on. Invite your friends and family, and instead of you trying to convince them that this is the way to go, let the people that's in the business explain it to them. Thank you very much from me, South Africa. Marina, yes, Esther.
Yeah, Marina.
Yes.
Have they decided about the time? Because for a couple of days, a few of us have been here, and then we come and wait, and it's not started. I don't know, and they said it was because of the time.
Yes, that is Charles. This particular webinar, the times are going to be the same as it was today. I'm not sure. You're going to have to just fill me in because I'm in a different time zone. Charles,
right. So Esther, what happened is that we recently in the United States last Sunday, the time was moved one hour forward, right?
Right.
So 3 o'clock is the time today, for example. That's 3 o'clock. It used to be 8 p.m. in Nigeria. It used to be 9 p.m. in South Africa. All of a sudden, that same 3 p.m. is now 9 p.m. in Nigeria, 10 p.m. in South Africa. That's what has happened. We go through that time change twice a year in most of this Western world. That's what happened. So what I'm saying is, because we realize that it could be late for those people in Africa, especially, what we're planning to do from next week, from next Sunday, our week starts on Sundays, right? So throughout this week, you can just add 1 hour to what you used to know.
Yeah, right.
From next week, we're going to try to bring it back 1 hour. We will take the inconvenience here instead of having you stay up so late if you're in Africa. That's what we're saying. Starting next Sunday.
Thank you
for that. Yeah, it's now in South Africa, it's 20 past 12, just after midnight. So,
exactly.
You know, tomorrow, I really hope that you guys make it with your guests, with people that's going to have questions. You know, everyone who is still a guest can invite their guests as well, their family and friends. Say, look here, this is what I'm looking at getting into. I want you to join me. You know, what do you think? And believe me, when they've been to a webinar, either Charles or our corporate webinar, they will be convinced, and you won't have to do the convincing for them. And that's why I always say, just guide them. You don't have to sell anything, just guide them to one of the webinars. And there's just so much information out there. Okay.
Thank
well,
you.
I need to go. I've got a lot of
Thank you,
emails
Marina.
to respond
Go get
to.
some much deserved rest.
You go and have a rest.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So,
Thank you.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Most of you. Larry, are you there? I know Larry is usually around. If not, okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Some of you.
At 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so we have a corporate webinar at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
We do have this private listen webinar at 2 p.m. Now, those of you, you may have some guests, you may want them to experience the corporate webinar also for the sake of diversity, for the sake of something different. These webinars are great. The focus is not on products like I do, okay? But they're gonna tell you some other things. You're gonna see some other things and then you're also gonna realize that this is not an African thing. That some lady asked me yesterday, why is it only African? Like, no, we are actually a minority, okay? So you'll see how diverse we are, and you get to that corporate webinar tomorrow. Okay,
not so much a minority anymore, Charles. You know, Africa has really stepped up their game, and I'm so proud of, I mean, Cameroon, Nigeria. Wow, you guys are doing an awesome job. Even like Ethiopia, Kenya, Ghana, Papua New Guinea, you know, that's just on the right of the top of, they were just a little dot on the island that nobody knew of. And now half their population is a founding member with Onpassive. So this is really taking the internet by storm, and it's going to be changing so many lives. There's people from everywhere, and, you know, really third world countries that are just coming on board, and they're making a plan. They're doing whatever it takes because they know that they need to change their lives. And
it's
they
our
need
chance
to,
to it's our chance to change our continent, guys.
Absolutely.
So go out there, do the best you can.
Is fighting for us to change.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Cass, the corporate webinar, what is the time for London
4 p.m.
time?
Eastern Standard Time.
London time, you just add 5 hours.
Yeah.
It will be 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
And what about the Cameroon time?
The Cameroon time, it will be 10 p.m.
Okay,
Is Cameroon the
same as Nigeria?
Well,
Cameroon, Nigeria, same time.
South Africa, it's 11
South
p.m.
Africa will be 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So that's the corporate webinar tomorrow. We'll see you guys.
What
You all
about
have
you?
a blessed night, evening. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.